Good afternoon, everyone. I will call this regularly scheduled meeting of the Ways and Means Committee to order. I'm Councilmember Warsame, Chair of the committee, and with me today are Council Members Cunningham, Fletcher, Palmisano, and Vice President Jenkins, and we are a quorum of the committee and can therefore conduct its business. Today on the consent agenda, we have 20 items for consideration. I'll read the consent item, and item number 1 is a legal settlement claim of Brian Cohn. Item number 2 is a legal settlement claim of Robert Pence. Item number 3 is a legal settlement claim of Brandon McLaughlin. Item number 4 is a legal settlement claim of Mark Anderson. Number 5 is a contract amendment with Ann Godfrey for the public art coordination. Number 6 is an agreement with artists for the luminous ceiling project for the public service building. Number 7 is a contract with Be Graceful Bakery and Catering for food and beverage services at the public service building. Item number 8 is a request for proposal for elevators for the public service building project. Item number 9 is a bid for public service building project roofing. Item number 10 is 2018 budget closing adjustments. Item number 11 is the Minneapolis Homes Land Sales and Development Assistant Funding Awards. Item number 12 is the 2018 Minneapolis Emergency Solutions Grant Street Outreach Funding Recommendations. Item number 13 is a contract with Minnesota Homeownership Center to provide enhanced administration and oversight of financial wellness services. Item number 14 is a Stable Homes, Stable Schools term sheet. Item number 15 is a contract with Specialized Environmental Technologies for processing and disposal of yard waste, organics, fall bunched and swept leaves, and standard street sweepings. Item number 16 is a contract amendment with Hennepin County Transit-Oriented Development Program for the 4th Street Southeast Street Reconstruction Project. Item number 17 is an agreement with Minnesota Department of Transportation related to the 8th Street South Street Reconstruction Project. Item number 18 is a temporary easement agreement with the University of Minnesota for 10th Avenue Southeast River Bridge Project. Item number 19 is a lease agreement with Burlington Northern Santa Fe Railway for 10th Avenue Southeast River Bridge Project. And item number 20 is a bid for Mid-City Industrial Reconstruction Project Phase 2. And I'll move approval of all items, all 20 items. And do we have any discussions on these items? Council Member Cunningham, go ahead, sir.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. I just wanted to first take a moment to speak to item number 7, to say that I'm excited. I guess I want to have it on the record that I'm very excited about the vegan options that are going to be across the street. So I'm excited for this new business, which is a minority-owned business, being able to take all of my money with those jackfruit sandwiches and vegan mac and cheese. So excited about that. And then on item number 8, with the elevators, I see that we had, I just had a question, if that's okay, Mr. Chair?
Yes, go ahead.
I see that this is going to be the 3rd time we've done the RFP, and so I just wanted to know if there had been any previous submissions, and what are the next steps, since it's the 3rd time?
Chairman Warsame, Councilmember Cunningham, prior to this request, twice we went out for official publication for a hard bid on the elevator. The first time we received no bids. We reached out to the elevator contracting community, which there's about 6 vendors in town. What were their concerns with our process and so forth. Some of it is we're competing against the private sector for more lucrative work right now. In our second round, we did receive 2 bids that had to be rejected for various reasons, with both our procurement department, attorney's office, and myself agreeing that they needed to be rejected. And then in correspondence with those vendors and our consultants, we've determined that really best value is the way the industry operates. And so we feel that we'll be successful and getting people attracted to this work and being able to negotiate some of the concerns they may have with prior hard bidding concepts.
If I may ask a follow-up? So I'm curious, is H&B Elevators a vendor with the city? Because we have a Northside-based elevator manufacturer that's like really well-known and successful.
Right.
So I'm curious if they're connected or not, if I can help.
They have been reached out to,
Okay, great.
and the project will have 7 passenger elevators and a freight elevator.
Mm-hmm.
So it may be a situation where just the size of project may be a barrier.
I understand that. Thank you so much for the clarification.
Thank you. Council Vice President Jenkins.
Thank you, Chair Warsame. And I just wanted to echo Councilmember Cunningham's excitement about Be Graceful Bakery and Catering. My initial question was going to be, were they a person of color business? But Councilmember Cunningham confirmed that, and I am pleased to be able to support this contract.
Mark Ruff, CFO, can speak to that. So can you give us a bit of background on Be Graceful Bakery and Catering?
Sure, Mr. Chair, Council Vice President Jenkins, Councilmember Cunningham. We did a full solicitation for a concessionaire at the new building. We actually did get 3 responses, 3 very different proposals. And as Chair Warsame pointed out during agenda setting, originally we were thinking about a vendor who would be kind of a larger lessee, and then have sub-lessees that could change out over time, that the larger lessee would have some financial capacity to help smaller businesses come into the building. That was at least a concept that we floated out there. The other 2 respondents, while informative really financially and in their own development, weren't ready to take on this building right away. I would say that we were really very impressed with Robert Grace's approach. He has a proven track record in a variety of venues that are both public sector venues, the airport, MSFA Stadium, Williams Arena. The person who did the background checks and reference checks on Mr. Grace said it was refreshing that when you call somebody for a reference that they're excited to call you back and tell you about how great of a vendor this person is. I will admit that I don't know if this violated ethics laws or not, but during the interview, he actually brought with him the jackfruit barbecue. He had his chef come and serve us all a little taste, and I was very impressed. It was the first time that I'd had it as well. And so I think what we saw with him is very entrepreneurial, good listener, willing to adjust his approach. And so we felt like the partnership side of it was what we were looking for the most, that he could provide, even if it wasn't that original kind of larger lessee and then having the sub-vendors. I think, as you all know, that we'll, a side that we haven't talked about with this new building too much is we're going to have this conference center over there, and we will be having both city meetings and also other meetings where there's also going to be catering opportunities. And, you know, we need to work through his ability to undertake some of that effort as well. And we certainly don't want to initially make it an exclusive arrangement, but we do see where there's some opportunity for expansion, not just in a coffee shop or a single venue, but also those catering opportunities. And so that'll be a next step in all of this, is negotiating more of a contract. We also care very much about what the inside of that building is going to look like, and he's shown some flexibility on us helping him design what his actual venue looks like. And, you know, I think we as a city would be willing to put some more money up front into something that fits the design that might not be a typical retail outlet. So there's more work to be done in this lease, and we will be informing you as we go along on this. But I do want to emphasize is that it's nice to be surprised, and be surprised with somebody who's local and proven and excited about this opportunity himself. And so I think, you know, Greg, I don't know if you would have anything else to add on this, but we did have a committee of a wide range of folks from around the enterprise as well in this selection process. So good things come out of public processes often. You know, sometimes we have difficulties like the elevators, but we will get that done as well. So.
All right, thank you. Council Vice President Jenkins.
Thank you, Chair Warsame, and thank you, Mr. Ruff, for that context. Appreciate it. And then I was just kind of wondering about the luminous ceiling project and wanting to hear a little bit more about that and some of the artists that are involved.
Okay.
Good afternoon, Mr. Chair, Council Vice President Jenkins, Mary Altman, Public Art Administrator. The Luminous Ceilings is the fourth project that we have selected artists for the new public service building. And once these contracts are approved, we will have a total of 15 artists on board for the office building. We have Tristan Al-Haddad, who is designing a piece for the lobby. We have Futures North, who's designing artist-designed bird-safe glass. We have 5 artists who will be doing murals on glass and 7 artists who will be doing ceilings. We think that we will probably have another call remaining after this. All of these projects have gone through the call process that's prescribed for in the public art policies with independent selection panels, including people from the community. These panels have also had employees on them because they will be an audience for this artwork. And Arts Commissioner, some design people from the design field. So the ceilings themselves will be the elevator lobby ceilings on floors 3 and above. And so they will also serve as wayfinding for those floors. When the doors open, you will see a different artwork on each floor.
On the ceiling?
On the ceiling. And part of the design concept is that these works will be lit in some way. And so we are also currently doing a call in the target market program for a lighting designer to work collectively with all 7 artists to help them do the lighting design. And so this is actually the first call we've ever done for ceilings. That's pretty exciting.
Awesome. Thank you.
Thank you. Any other questions? All right. Seeing none, all those in favor of the 20 consent items, say aye.
Aye.
Those against? And those items have been approved. And, well, we have concluded our business, and this meeting is adjourned. Thank you very much, everyone.